Good. Hi, don't mind my looks. I look good. I just woke up, but don't mind it. I started to step into the fashion world, if you remember. And to do that, I had to sew something. I wanted to sew a dress really, really badly. But the thing was that I never did that. I never sewed anything in my whole entire life. So that was when I realized that I should start from something less complicated and probably leaving that one for when I grow a bit older and I'm more experienced and I actually have sold a couple of pieces. So I wanted to enter the fashion world from another angle, another entrance. So, the category that I've always had in mind from fashion was actually crocheting, and I actually gave it a try a couple of years ago, and I figured that I can be doing it. I'm not good at it, but I can be doing it without any difficulties or feeling a lot of pressure. And that way, you are actually that's crazy. Whenever I'm crocheting something or somebody's knitting something, I this thought always occurs to me that we are producing fabric real time, and it's crazy because there's nothing, and suddenly you have a complete shirt, a complete sweater out there, and it's pretty weird. I mean, and awesome at the same time. You have no fabric, you have nothing, and you produce from nothing. Of course, yarn and a hook are your equipments, but you get what I say. And knitting, I'm not very good at. I remember I had a serious struggle with knitting back then when I was at junior high. It was kind of a home ec class. I don't know how should I call it because I obviously studied that in Iran, and we had to do different stuff like cooking, sewing, and it had knitting as a lesson. And our teacher showed us how to do it, but showing something practical to somebody doesn't mean that it's enough for them to learn it. So I had to come home, ask my mom to help me. My mom tried to help me, but I couldn't figure it out. It was so hard for me to do. And I remember my mom said that I can't do anything for you. You have to go practice yourself and come back. That was when I went into my room, cried for hours until I figured out how I could do it, but still, it wasn't like a unified pattern. It has some abnormalities in it, and it wasn't looking that good. So my mom had to do most of that project for me. It was actually a scarf, which my mom knitted. And yeah, that was my whole story with knitting, which didn't end well. So after some time, I think it was for my sister's school project, that this time the teacher demanded us to do awesome demanded the students to do a crocheting project. That was when crocheting became a thing in our house, and for the first time we bought a hook, we again bought some yarns and started over the school projects like that. Again, my mom was trying her best to learn because she didn't know how to crochet. She only knew how to knit. So she watched the videos, and as hard as it was, she learned them. And the outcome was nice. She crocheted so many different stuff like coasters, these circle shaped coasters with yarn. Something like a sock, I think, but I don't remember exactly. But she crocheted many things, and my sister gave it a try. She had the same problem as me, but crocheting is more easy and more fun, I think. So yeah, I think that was better for her, and she learned it good, really fast, and she could do a little bit of her project like the way I did, and yeah, that was done. But that switched a light in my head. From that day, I started to, because it was we were living in a pandemic. We all needed some extra hobbies that we didn't have before. So one of my hobbies was to look for crocheting videos over YouTube, and I don't remember what initiated it. I think I saw a cardigan that Harry Styles was wearing. It was this cardigan made of colorful patches, like colorful squares, put together, and it was his cardigan basically. So I searched for that, and I saw many tutorials on that. And I said, oh, if only I had this amount of yarn and I could crochet it. But I was so scared back then. What if I screw up and stuff like that? So again, it was put on hold for a while until I did this. I first faced my fear, and I watched a video of how I could crochet a hat. And I started with this small model, and since then it's on top of my reading light here. And yep, and that was again the end of the story for a while until I had my own income, and finally, after 1 year of working, I decided that I can spend some of my money on buying yarns and starting crocheting seriously. I always wanted to have these mesh sweaters that are like for summer or spring. They are wearable then, and I watched a tutorial like 6 months ago, something. It was really nice, the outcome. The girl that was giving a tutorial on that was wearing it at the beginning of the video, and I said, oh, that's so cool, I want to have that. And I also have been recently into the color of blue, different variations of blue, and the feeling that the picture of the sea can give me. I always picture the sea as a pixel art. So that way, the sea consists of pixels with different variations of the color blue. And yep, I basically ordered 2 shades of blue, which this one wasn't exactly the shade I asked for. There was a difficulty in my order. They called me, they said we are going to switch that. That was a very, very dark blue. This has a little bit of green undertone in it. And yeah, they sent me this instead, but I think that fits perfectly with what I had in my mind. And I also add a little bit of white as the foam on the waves. So yeah, that's basically how I did this piece. This is the front piece. It has some abnormalities again. I crocheted wrong in some places. I missed out some of the stitches and chains, but at least I think if I do this is the back because it's not that good. I hope this one, the front piece, turns good. I tried my best to give all my attention to the number of chains and stitches this time, so yeah, this one is turning out more clean, so I'm going to crochet this summer sweater, and this is basically how I initiated my way into the fashion world. By the way, I've been criticized over my accent because I'm teaching English, and uh, since then I've been very insecure about how I pronounce the words, and I know I have many mistakes, but it was such a slap in the face that after 1 year of teaching, they are criticizing me for my accent. And I've been downloading some apps to help me, and I'm realizing that, yeah, I have many problems. And I tried this bold voice accent test. I remember I tried it before, and it told me that the result came out, and it was just like, yeah, your accent is English, only once. And after that, no matter how hard I tried to imitate people that I had in my mind, great English speakers, said your accent is Persian. And that pissed me off. And then I realized, yeah, I had some very serious mistakes. But still, I'm not used to them. After 6 years of studying English and 15 years in total from the time that I started learning English, it's really hard to change the way I used to talk. Yeah, you might recognize some difficulties and some mistakes while I'm talking. It's because I lost control over how I pronounce things, and I'm really sorry about that. So I'm gonna keep up with crocheting this piece, which is the front piece of my sweater, and then we are going to attach these two pieces together like this, and then we are going to add the sleeves. So this is, yeah, basically how she explained it. I'm following the tutorial, and I'm definitely gonna share the link of Belena's crocheting tutorial for you if you want to try it out. Of course, she was doing it with two colors, like black and white, but I added 3 shades. It's basically so easy. You have to learn the stitches, then you're good to go. You can go freestyle and do whatever you want to your sweater. So hang in there. I'm gonna finish this, hopefully. So today I am going to actually wear and then show you the result of me trying to get into the world of fashion. Of course, it's not something serious, but it's something that I did for the first time in my life, and I'm actually really proud of. Yeah, so I don't have much time. It's getting darker and darker. I want to actually record the result outside. I have to really be fast with my makeup and getting ready. I just want to freshen up a bit and then start recording out. So without further ado, let's go. I need my mirror. Not actually that equipped, so yeah. Oh, and I do want to do something else. I want to do a bit of journaling using one of the methods I mentioned in the previous video I recorded, and hopefully I've shared. And yeah, so 2 things or even more are going to happen in this video. Looking good, Mr. Chateau. So irrelevant, but it was the thing that came to my head. So I'm done. All that I have to do now is to curl my hair a bit, and I'll come back. So this is the result of what I crocheted. I am definitely going to share with you the process of making it. And as always, I am many problems with my hair. So yeah, basically this is it. And also, I want you guys to see my journal. It's blue as well. And that is the beauty of it. I'm going to start my gratitude journal in my new crocheted shirt. I know the problem with my hair. Let me fix it. It's just I had it up here and it has gone down. I have to do it again. Wait for me. There's some people out there. I don't want them to see. I'm actually on top of the roof. Hardest filming situation in the world. It looks well from here. Okay, let's see. Yep, it is here. So this is what I did so far. The sky is flattering. I'm sad that I can't find an actual frame to show you the sky. Oh, it is. It's the I'm looking for. Don't give up. Okay, actually, sometimes, I have to give up. So happy with the result, and I want to thank Alina Bellwood. Girl, your work is amazing. I learned this from you, and thank you for helping me to step into the fashion world for the first time. I actually explained to you how scared I was to start to sew right away, so I decided crocheting would be the best option for me. But why? I explained it in another video that I want to add and edit them together, combine them together. Yeah. start journaling, but there are many voices coming out, so this might be a silent video for you. I might put on a music on it. I might change the frame. But yes, so far, this is the setting. I'm going to do my first gratitude journal, and I took a bunch of photos. I might share them with you as well. So stay with me as I write in my beautiful journal. Blue, blue. The sky is also blue. Yep, I'm done. Hope this is a great motivation for you to start your gratitude as well. Till then,